It's your girl Leshai. Today I'm actually going to be filming a get to know me tag. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy it and I hope you guys really like this video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We actually have a lot of questions. Like, let me show you how many questions we got because we got a lot. Yeah, we got all of them questions and I'm gonna answer them for you guys today. I was actually gonna go ahead and jump right into it because I know you guys don't want to wait no longer and I don't want this to be no long video since we got 25 questions. Let's get into the video. Where do you want to be in 5 years? In 5 years I want to be somewhere in a nice house, and I'm talking about like a 5-bedroom 5-bathroom house. Even though I'm not sure if you can have like five, but if you can, I won't. Shit, I'll probably just build it. Yeah, you know what? Let me scratch that. I want to build my dream home, and I want it to be like a 5-bedroom house with 5 bathrooms, and I want the master to be like super big, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want it to be real luxury, real modern, real cute, very artsy, you know what I'm saying? I see myself driving one of my 5 cars because I don't know if y'all know, but like I've always been into cars and stuff like that. I just want to get everything that I'm dreaming about currently. I want to get all of it. That's what I want to do in 5 years. Everything that's in my dreams, I want to be able to actually fulfill them right now. Well, then I want to have maybe like 3 kids. I want to have, you know, the whole little family life, like the whole little housewife thing going on, you know. Having a stable career slash business slash be an entrepreneur mom, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be handling business calls over the speaker in my car while I'm dropping my kids off school, picking them up. I want to be checking in on my stores and making sure that everything is getting managed right, you know. That's all the type of stuff I want to be doing. You know, I just see myself being very successful in the future, and that's one thing that like I'm really big on, being successful. Like, I am hard on myself so that I can accomplish all of my dreams, period, point blank. What made you want to start a YouTube? What made me want to start a YouTube channel was just the fact that, like, you know, I actually never wanted to. It's really funny because of the fact that I never wanted to start a YouTube channel. Like, I never really thought I was a person for like the camera and doing all the vlogging or pranks or whatever, but I've always been like a silly, goofy person since I was little. Like, when I was a little kid, everybody always told me like, oh, you should model, you should act, like you need your own show. Like, I've been hearing that stuff my whole life. So I was like, well, if I've been hearing it my whole life, clearly it's a sign. Like, clearly people want to see me doing more stuff on a day-to-day basis. So why not start a YouTube channel when I can bring my entertainment to somebody else and help make somebody else's day better? You know what I'm saying? Like, even me having a bad day, I can make it into entertaining content for you guys, and y'all gonna watch it and y'all gonna be like, girl, you was crazy. And that's what made me want to start a YouTube channel. So also, like, my girlfriend and stuff, she had a YouTube channel. She kind of put me on. Where are you from? Anybody who know me know 100% I am from Chicago, period, point blank, nowhere else. Never want to be from nowhere else. I'm straight from up north. Yeah, I'm from the north, you know what I'm saying? From Chicago. I don't feel like no city, no other state, no nothing can really fuck with Chicago, but I really do enjoy Houston. I love Houston. That's where I live at now. So, and Houston is very lit, especially Houston nightlife. What made me start liking girls is the fact that, like, my girlfriend's just so raw, bro. Like, come on now. She the only girl I ever talk to. The only girl I'm ever gonna talk to. Like, the only girl I ever be with. Only girl I marry. The only girl I have kids with, period. Like, she just so raw. Like, I don't know. She was just there for me when I was going through like some of the rough stuff. And even with the stuff I'm still going through, you know, just dealing with like my mental state and stuff like that. Y'all know how that goes. But my girlfriend has been there for me through everything. And like, no matter what, like, regardless of everything, like, we always came out on top together. So yeah, and it's not really more so when did I start liking girls. It's not even like that. It's just more so I like what I like and I want what I want. I wanted my girlfriend wanted me. We got each other. We in this to the end, you feel me? And yeah, none of y'all girls out there, let's talk about that. When we get into this YouTube game, well, we already in the YouTube game, but when we go crazy, y'all better not play with me. Y'all better not play with me, because one thing about it is, I don't play behind her, and she don't play behind me. That's period. So yeah, watch yourself. Watch yourself before you get your ass whacked. No, I'm just kidding. But who is your favorite stylist? Well, my favorite stylist, when it comes to like doing hair and stuff, I have a couple. I know the girl that I like going to, her name is Raja. I like Raja a lot. Like, her hair is so raw, and for her to be young, she's doing hair like crazy. She like a little arrogant Tay to me. So since I can't get to arrogant Tay, I'm gonna Raja. Like braiders and stuff, I know that like my girlfriend's sister, she does really great braids. Her knowledge are always super pretty. I'm gonna put her at somewhere on the screen, or I'll put it in the link below. I mean, in the description box below. I'll link her Instagram page. Y'all go check her out. If y'all in Houston, go get your hair done by her, period. But just know, if y'all book her on the day that I'm booked, y'all appointment, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, y'all go mess with her on a hair tip. If you could change one thing that happened to you, what would it be? If I could change one thing that happened to me like in my life, it'll probably be college. I would have took college way more serious, and I would have actually graduated from college. But I just feel like my current mental state and my current like thought towards colleges is a complete waste of time, a complete waste of money, because you go to school your whole life, and then when you graduate high school, I feel like you should still be able to access career jobs with your diploma, as long as you know you have like a certain grade level or like scores for certain, like, you know what I mean? Like, you should be able to get a career level job straight out of high school. You shouldn't have to go to college and get degrees. Then you going to school for like 8 years. Like doctors and stuff, yes, go to school. You have to go to school for like the 10 years, the 2-year residency, this and that, nurses and all that. I understand that stuff, especially like neurologists and people like gonna be in your brain or by your heart, cardiologists and stuff like that. But I don't know, I just feel like to be a receptionist, you shouldn't have to have an AA degree. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That's me now. Back then, I would have finished college and I would have got a degree. I always wanted, like, that was always my dream, like to graduate college and be a soror, I think that's how you say it, but being a sorority, you know, and have all my little sorority sisters and stuff like that, because those are connections you make in college that last forever. That's something that I would change, because everything else, it wasn't really in my power to change. Like, I couldn't change it if I wanted to or not. So yeah. Have you ever met someone famous? Well, for me, I don't really care for like famous people, because I don't really see nobody as famous. I just see them as somebody who is very successful and they got money. I really do like people in my career field, which is YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I've met King, I've met Be Lovely's son, I've met a couple YouTube couples. They're all cool. Like, all the YouTubers, they always cool, because I don't know, it's just something about YouTube, like, they're not stuck up. They don't think they're like better than nobody. They just think, basically, you just got to be careful with who you put in your circle, which is perfectly fine with me, because I don't care. But if you would say met someone famous, I met like YouTubers and stuff. What's your family nickname? Like something that they call me. Everybody calls me Mari, because my name is Amari. Everybody always calls me Mari. My grandmother, she the only one who really called me Amari. My mama the only one who really called me Amari. Everybody else don't really call me that unless they trying to put me like in trouble or something, but I never really care for that. I always tell people, don't call me by Amari. Like, even when I be working and stuff, everybody call me Mari. Like, that's why it's Amari Leshai. But I think I'm gonna change my Instagram to Amari Leshai, since that is my name. Have you ever cried in public? I have cried in public, but like, I've cried like tears of sadness and tears of joy in public, just for like different reasons or whatever. Have you ever had your heart broken? I don't think I've ever had my heart broken, no. because you know what I'm saying, I've never been in a real relationship until I got with my girlfriend. Like even before her, like I never had no boyfriend, I never had no girlfriend, I never really was that person, you know what I mean? I'm never, like, I'm not the affectionate type person. I know y'all might think, oh, because I'm a girly girl, this and that I'm like affectionate. I'm really not. Like, I really have a lot of male tendencies, and I don't know if that's just because I was always around males and stuff. Like, I always been around like my male cousins when I was little, and then when I grew up, like I was always around my little brother and my male cousins and like my uncle and stuff. Like, so I never really was around a lot of females other than like my mom and my aunt and, you know, like her kids and stuff. I wasn't really around a lot of girls like that. So for me, I ain't never really been affectionate to nobody to even get close to them, to get in a relationship, to get my heart broken. Like, I talk to people, stop talking to them. That's it. What's your greatest fear? As of right now, I'm like scared of little stuff. Like, I don't really got no huge fear. I'm scared of like zombies and clowns, and, you know, like bugs and stuff. I'm not really scared of nothing major. Like, I don't have no major fear. Like, I don't have no fear that nobody could like pull on me out of nowhere or like prank me with. Like, I mean, I guess like you can say like the biggest fear I have is like a fear of death. And it's only because, the only reason why I have a fear of death right now is because I feel as though like if something was to happen to me, it'll really piss me off, because it's the fact that I didn't get a chance to live. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 22, my life really just started. I want to travel, I want to get houses, I want to get cars, I want to make money, I want to be successful, I want to make memories, I want to have kids, you know, I want to get married, I want to have like the whole little housewife thing going on. Like, I want to go out with my friends, I want to go hang out, I want to go party, I want to go clubbing, I want to do stuff, you know what I mean? So that's why I have a fear of death, because it's like I basically left this earth incomplete, and I want to be like content and happy, and you know, I want to have a full life before I go, because I have a lot of life ahead of me that haven't even been lived yet. So yeah, if you could pick one, which one would you choose? Infinite money or everlasting true love? Well, for me, in my case, I already found like my true love already, so I don't really have to worry about that. I'm definitely choosing the money, because this isn't like, oh, I became a big YouTuber and I met my girlfriend and she just with me for the money. This is us being like down and coming up together. Would you rather have a live-in massage therapist or a live-in chef? Well, I don't like massages. I just don't like massages. Having a live-in chef, I mean, I'll probably choose that only because I don't like massages and all of that stuff, but at the same time, I be cooking. I'm really the live-in chef, you know what I mean? Like, I be throwing down. I'm gonna just choose the live-in chef, just because when I don't want to cook, we can have somebody to cook. This one says, pick one, cheat or be cheated on. I wouldn't cheat on nobody. Like, I would leave my girlfriend before I even deal with anybody else, talk to anybody else, or do anything else with anybody else or anything like that. And also, like, I don't know, I'm just not that person. I'm not that guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't want to make nobody sad. I don't want to make nobody hate me or nothing like that. I don't want to be cheated on either, but it says like I have to pick one. But I guess I'll be cheated on. I guess cheated on is what I pick. But in reality, we all know I'm not getting cheated on. I do everything. I cook, I clean, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty, I'm smart, I'm on my shit. Like, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is green, white, blue, and that's it. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is pasta. Like, anybody who knows me should know that I love pasta. The next one says, what is your favorite hairstyle on yourself? For me, because I have a little head, I always like braids on me. I like bundles on me. But I just tried some new bundles and got like the deep wave curly hair. I really like that hairstyle on me. But I like straight hair on me too. So I like weave, bundles. I love ponytails on me. And I love my natural hair. So really, I can pull anything off. I just feel like that in my heart. Like, I can pull any hair color off. I can pull any hairstyle off. Like, it doesn't matter. What is your favorite animal? My favorite animal would be pandas. And then, like, they so sweet. Like, they don't really do nothing. They don't try to kill people and stuff. I mean, I like dogs and cats too. What is your favorite alcoholic beverage? Well, I like daiquiris if you're talking about like an actual drink, but if you're talking about like just like my favorite thing to drink, I like summer watermelon by Ciroc. I like Crown. I like 1800, but I don't really be drinking like that. That's just stuff that I do drink. And then I went to this one lounge. I went to a crew a couple months back, and I had a Georgia peach drink, and it was like some kind of liquor in it with like peach liqueur, peach liqueur, whatever. And that was bomb. Like, you cannot taste it, but it does sneak up on you. And we're arriving to the last set of questions, you guys. How many children do you want if you want kids? I do want children, and like I previously stated, I do want 3 kids or 4 kids. I want to have 3 kids, and then if we still young enough and you know what I'm saying, we not ready to be done having children, then I have 1 more child. But I'm not going past 4. 4 is like my limit. 4 is the max. The minimum, I want to have 2 kids because I want to have like a little boy and I want to have a little girl. What would you name your children? Well, since I told you guys, like right now I only want to have like 2 kids, but in total I do want to have 4, like all together. For my 2 children, we already have our names, but I really don't want to put their names out there because I don't want nobody to name their child the names we already have picked out. Y'all just gonna have to stay tuned and see what we name our children when we're ready to have kids. Don't play, we already got their names picked out. So you guys, that was my get to know me. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.